Hey, I'm Greg. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today, guys. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, welcome to Greg's Beer Reviews today. Today's beer comes from Butternuts Beer and Ale. They're out of Garrettsville, New York. This is their Porkslap Pale Ale. Got two big porky pigs on the front. Looks like they're bumping bellies or something. It's got on the front here Porkslap Pale Ale, Farmhouse Ale. So I don't know if it's a pale or I don't know if it's a farmhouse ale. So and underneath that it says ale brewed with ginger, and right underneath on the corner of the can here on the bottom it says package 9/21/16. Looked on the can, I don't see any ABV or IBUs or anything else, but they do have the date right here on the corner, so we'll give them that much for them. It's a very colorful label on the front, the two pigs on the front of it, so I will give them credit for that. So we'll see what this one brings to the table. And I have several different information. So it doesn't have the ABV on the can. Rate Beer has it at 4.1. Beer Advocate has it at 4.3. And Untapped has it at 4.3. So we want to take 2 out of 3 there. So we'll say it's 4.3 since we've got 2 of them saying the same thing there. It's not on the can. So, commercial description on this, it says, well, what happened here? There it is. Porkslap is a new interpretation of the English Pale Ale with a hint of fresh ginger, spices, and without their tendency toward cross-dressing. It's balanced, not overly bitter, easy to drink, and incredibly refreshing. We brew Porkslap with 2-row barley and a little chocolate malt for color. It pours orange and crystal clear with a frothy white head. If your nose is working, you might get a little malty whiff that soon gives way to pure thirst-quenching goodness and happy satisfaction. The finish is clean, crisp, and dry, and it plays really nice with spicy food like Tex-Mex barbecue or hot wings. Go ahead, slap that pig. So, that's what we got here, guys. So, let's get on with it here. Let's get the cap opened up. Cuisine is Pan-Asian. Cheese are earthy caramel burnt fontina, nutty cheeses, Asiago Colby, Parmesan, tangy cheeses, brick Adam feta, and it says here meat is poultry. Alright, glass rod pint bacchanalic mug, Stein side Dell. And not recommended for extended souring. So we got about a quarter finger of head on that pour. Over into the light, it is pretty clear. It is a rich amber color. And I would consider this a session beer since it's either 4.1 or 4.3%. So you could probably have a few of these if you were working out in the yard and want to come in and have 1 or 2 and go back out and do what you were doing. Fairly low ABV. Might even could have it for breakfast, that low ABV, especially on the weekend if you're not working. Let's get a nose on it. And the first ginger in there, it's very faint. Might be more on in the taste than on the nose. I am not getting a whole lot at all. I'm getting some sweet malt. And maybe some floral or herbal hops in there, but they are very, very subdued, guys. Well, let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Thank you, sir. Man, it doesn't have hardly any taste at all. It's like drinking Kool-Aid. unflavored Kool-Aid. That ain't doing it at all. That's not hitting on a whole lot there, guys. I mean, 4.1 or 3%. It's very, very light. Hardly any hops are detectable at all. Very much so in the English style. I've had some English beers that have more hop presence than that. But it's right out of the fridge, 40 degrees. I'm not going to say anything else until I let it warm up, and we'll see where it ends up. So let me give her a little bit of it, and let's see where the final grade lies. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Just got a tad left here. Not impressed with this beer at all. I would not buy this beer. If it was available here, I would not buy it. Rico, I'm sorry, my friend. This one just didn't cut it. Not a whole lot there. Not a lot of taste. I mean, if this is the first beer you ever had in your life, it'd probably be okay. But not doing a whole lot for this guy. Final chug. That is just so thin and watered down. I honestly think that the macro lagers has got a little more taste than this. As much as it hurts me to say that. So I mean, this is probably one of the most untastiest beers I've had in quite a long time. So yeah, it didn't do it for me, guys. Guys, I'm gonna give this a 4 C average. Numeric rating on this would probably be a 70. It's very unimpressive. Alright, let's go over to Beer Advocate. They say 75, so we're close there. And we'll step over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer has it at 16 overall, 19 in the style. Very impressive. I may have been a little too generous giving it a 70. So, and we'll go over to Untappd for the final check-in, and they got it at 3.21. I think Untappd's being the most generous of all there. So, not a very impressive beer. So, I wouldn't waste your money on it if I was you, unless you never had a beer before in your life. You just turned 21, and you just want to try something. And this would probably be a good one to try it at 4.3%. It won't get you too damn drunk. So, even if you never had one in your life, you might not get too damn drunk with a 4.3%er. So, very underwhelming. So, but Rico, thanks again, my brother. Of all the wonderful, awesome, world-class beer you send me, this has probably been the one of the few, or maybe the only one that has been this unimpressive. So, Porkslap, somebody needs to take some pork and slap these boys, because this beer ain't going nowhere. Wouldn't buy it, wouldn't tell anybody about it. The can's worth more than what's inside. Alright guys, if you've had this, let me know what you think. I was not impressed. So I know we'll dig something tasty out of the fridge tomorrow. Come on back, let's go see what's in the fridge.